All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's NASCAR Quick Hit here at SHIPIT Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and now in my personal life, I'm also known as Dad. And today we are going to be discussing the Brickyard 400. And real quick, before I go back into my script here, the graphic on the screen shows laps 200. That is my fault. It is only 160 laps on for Sunday's race, so please ignore that. 200 laps on the graphic is actually 160. Anyway, yes, friends, if you have been following our NASCAR content here at SHIPIT Nation since the beginning of the NASCAR season, you may have heard me mention here in the videos, and definitely have heard me mention on Discord, that my wife and I were expecting our first child this summer. And thankfully, my wife delivered our baby boy into this world on Wednesday, July 17th. And both mother and son are doing absolutely amazing. So today's quick hit might be a little more quick than normal because we have a 3-day-old upstairs, and mommy and baby both want to go to bed, and daddy needs to watch. So yeah, hey, as always, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. It really does go an incredibly long way in helping us with the YouTube algorithm. Of course, before we break down the Brickyard 400 taking place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, let me mention, of course, us, SHIPIT Nation, and the SHIPITNation.com early bird NFL all access package, or actually it's rather the NFL package, football package here at SHIPIT Nation. For just $2.99, you get a complete NFL optimizer known affectionately as the Shiptimizer. And you get some pretty fantastic early bird bonuses as well. You get free all access content until the NFL season arrives. So if you would sign up now, you would have all of SHIPIT Nation's content for every sport: MMA, PGA, MLB, NASCAR, etc. until the NFL begins, I think sometime in September. And you also receive college football content completely free. Some sites charge you quite the arm and a leg for college football content, not us here at SHIPIT Nation, for just $2.99 for our NFL football package. If you do sign up early, again, you get free all access content until the NFL season begins, as well as completely free college football content. So SHIPITNation.com, it's our football package. Please, 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 please give us a checkout if you haven't already. And I'm not going to bring up competitors' names in this graphic, but yeah, you could tell what some prices other companies are charging for this sort of content, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you owe it to yourself if you like DFS content to check us out here at SHIPIT Nation. All right, as always, where's my screen share? There it is. As always, this week, the race, the Brickyard 400, is on the NBC networks in the US and on TSN5 in Canada. Green flag is set for 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I don't think there's any weather concerns at all this weekend. I believe when I was watching the Xfinity race earlier today, they made mention that the weather is trending to be absolutely perfect for tomorrow. So yeah, we should have no weather concerns, and we should have a smooth sailing of a race. This week there are 112 Dominator points up for grabs this weekend, just like last weekend at Pocono, and we will want to target those Dominator points as always. I personally am going to be using 2 Dominators for each of my lineups. However, with how soft pricing is, you could probably get away with using 3. And now that I'm talking this out loud, maybe 3 isn't a terrible idea, because and the reason I say that is because this is the first time in the past 3 seasons that NASCAR has visited the big track at Indy. For the past 3 seasons, NASCAR pivoted to the Indy road course for some godforsaken reason and left the big track only to the IndyCar folks. Well, stock cars are back at the Brickyard at the proper big track, and we really don't have any next gen data to go off of. We can only assume what we'll see tomorrow, which we do every week. But we normally have some previous data to base our judgments off, right? We don't have that this week at the big track and the next gen car. However, if history has proven to us anything with this next gen car, is that passing can be quite difficult. So I say that meaning you probably could get away with 3 upfront Dominator picks as long as your cheapy place differential picks come through like they're supposed to. So me personally, I'm going for 2, but you could get away with 3 this week. All right, let's see here. Did I miss anything before we start speaking about drivers? No. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and discuss some of my preferred drivers. And first up, I'm going to go with the entire Team Penske. That's right, all 3 of them: Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Austin Cindric. The closest track type to the Indy Motor Speedway would be Pocono, which is where the Cup Series was last week, which just so happens to be where Team Penske's Ryan Blaney won last week. So Ryan Blaney already has a victory at this sort of track type, meaning flat and long. And he was fast in practice. He was second overall in the 1 lap, 15 in the 5, and 10 in the 10. So Ryan Blaney rolled off with speed. Joey Logano was not that impressive in practice. 22nd in the single lap averages, 14 in the 5, and then 14 in the 10. However, Joey Logano did qualify fairly well with a 12th place qualifying effort. And last but not least for Team Penske is Austin Cindric. So much so, he's so far down at the bottom that he's not even showing up on the screen right now. I have to scroll down. Austin Cindric qualified 38th. Okay. However, if you look at his practice speeds, he was 15th ranked in the single lap, 7th in the 5, and 4 in the 15. So what happened during his qualifying run? Well, he scrubbed the wall during his qualifying run. He should not have to go to the rear for any changes, and if he would, he's already back there anyway. And he's $7,600. He will be an incredibly chalky piece of the puzzle for Sunday's race. However, a pretty good piece of the puzzle, in my opinion. So why am I selecting and will have exposure to all 3 Team Penske drivers? Well, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is owned by Roger Penske, the same Roger Penske that owns Team Penske. If you know anything about Roger or just Penske in general, they're a very buttoned up team. Um, Very by the book, very Indy Motor Speedway is one of the most pristine racetracks you'll ever get to visit. Everybody, and I mean everybody who works for Team Penske from the drivers themselves, Blaney, Logano, Cindric, to their crew chiefs, to the teams, to the crew teams, rather, to the pit crew, to the PR people. Everybody in that organization wants to win on Sunday. So I will definitely have exposure to all three of Team Penske drivers. Next up on my list of preferred plays would be one Tyler Reddick. DraftKings pricing is so soft this week. That's why you can probably get away with 3 Dominators. And there's no other finer example of this soft pricing other than Tyler Reddick. Reddick has had fantastic recent form and was so fast off the truck at practice. He ranked first in quite literally every single practice category. And then he backed up those practice speeds by putting it on the pole Saturday, right? So practice was on Friday. Pole qualifying was on Saturday. He was fast on Friday. He was fast on Saturday. There's no reason to think he won't be fast again on Sunday, right? And the best part, he's only $8,800. So, yeah, he will be very popular. But again, he's a good play and for good reason. So Tyler Reddick, 2311 Racing, pole sitter, 8,800, has been fast all weekend, and I'm assuming he will continue to be so for the rest of Sunday. Next up would be young Carson Hocevar. In his rookie year, Carson Hocevar has been the shining light of Spire Motorsports. Sorry about it, Corey LaJoy. And Carson, once again, unloaded with plenty of speed during Friday's practice session. He was 10th in the 1 lap, 16 in the 5, and ranked 8th in the 15 lap averages. However, he biffed it during Saturday's qualifying session and only ended up with a 30th place qualifying effort. So, in a nutshell, you get top 10 practice speeds starting 30th at $6,800, and he's probably been the best driver on his team all season. Sign me up for all of the Carson Hocevar on Sunday. And last but most certainly not least, my bargain bin play of the week, and I'm going to roll him out once again. I'm fairly positive I did it. I rolled him out last weekend, but we've had a baby between now and then, so I kind of forget what I all rolled out last week. But that would be one Daniel Hemrick from Colleague Racing, 5,400 on DK. And truthfully, I just trust him more than I trust the other slapdicks in and around his same price range, right? You have Corey LaJoy at 5,700 starting 19th. Nope, I don't want him. You have Cody Ware starting 36th for Rick Ware Racing. Nope, don't want him. You have BJ McLeod, who, granted, $40 million man, BJ McLeod. If you know why, you know why. But still, he can be the $100 million man. I'm not gonna use him at all for my DraftKings lineups on Sunday. So Daniel Hemrick, just by being the cheapest full-time driver in the field, he's starting 32nd. If he would blow an engine lap 1, he won't lose you that many place differential points, so that's a positive thing. And he's proven a few times this season that he can keep his nose out of trouble. So if this race would turn into a mess, into a high attrition race, maybe he and his team will be off pit sequence and he'll be okay. So 5,400, he will be the cheapest driver I am playing on Sunday, and kind of just hoping for another top 25, top 20 finish from him. And it would be better if he could get us better than that. But yeah, we'll take what we can get with him for only 5,400 on DraftKings. Let's see here. And I think that's it. Yes, that's all I have for now. I said this quick hit might be a bit quicker than normal, and it turns out to be the exact same time it normally is. So, friends, thank you once again for joining me for this quick hit video. And this is the last NASCAR race for 3 weeks, because after this race, NASCAR goes on a Olympic break. So, this is the last stock car racing for the next 3 weeks. So, everybody, good luck tomorrow. I hope we all ship it. And in the meantime, I have to go learn how to put some diapers on and do some swaddling. So, good luck, everybody. Yeah, and as always, let's ship it.